less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol. Welcome to Nationals Park. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Washington Nationals. The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Our starter in this one, Zach Littell. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Coming up on the first pitch, here's Gleyber Torres. Breaking ball misses down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
The kick, the 3-2. And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, left fielder, Riley.
Here's Riley Green. The 1-1. There's a swing and a miss. The 1-2. Towards first. They get one. The tag, and they got him at second. That's a double play. And now we'll see one of the top prospects in baseball step in the box for his major league debut. Number 33. 2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner on the goal. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first, and that ends the inning. Back in Washington, D.C., and taking the ball for Detroit, Tarik Skubal. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singing.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Here's a 1-2. Out towards right center field. Takes it in for the out. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
James Wood.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's low.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Rips one to right. Diving, gets down, could be extra bases. Round second, digging for third.
Everything came together for him. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Now at the plate, Curtis Mead. Swing and a miss. Now a pop-up on the infield. Torkelson. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Now a chance for Joey Wiemer.
Joey Wiemer.
And that drops in for a strike. 2 outs and a runner at third here on opening day. Skubal, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Pitch misses. Full count now.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting fifth, shortstop, Nasim.
Stepping in, Nasim Nunez. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Two on, 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball 2.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Back here in Nationals Park. Now it's the shortstop, number 4. On a strike, the pitch. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul.
That's ball 2.
That missed by a lot. Full count now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting sixth.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. No score here in the second. And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And the batter now, Kevin McGonigal. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Tigers with a chance to score first here on opening day. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Dylan Dingler now at the plate. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. One, 2 now. Ground ball up the middle. Nunez. The flip. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Wenzel Perez up now for the Tigers. 2 on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses. 3-1.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Stays alive. The Tigers looking to strike first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Gleyber Torres up to hit.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. All loaded up here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom half of inning number 2, Keibert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. And that one hammered, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second. For C.J. Abrams now. Liner caught at second. And now it's Luis Garcia.
First baseman, Luis Garcia.
Two down, nobody on. Right side. Torres handles. Play made, that ends the inning. Top half of the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green. And a payoff pitch. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Got him swinging. One out man at first. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Top of the third, no score. Line drive to short and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
That's a ball.
Green off of first with 2 away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the inning, leading off, Jorbit Bebos.
Second baseman, Jorbit Bebos.
The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hard hit to third. On to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Now batting.
So the
left
Nats lineup
fielder,
turns over.
number
John
32.
Jones, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Now he's challenging the called strike.
For the Nationals.
And that one was indeed a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Man at second. Just missed.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Hot shot to third. Throw on to Torkelson, and that is that. Back here in Nationals Park. All set for the start of the inning. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Ball to strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And next to hit for Detroit, Kevin McGonigal. Here's a 1-1. This one in the air, center field. Weimer moving back for this one. And there's 2 down. Here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler.
Catcher, Dylan Dingler.
2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
On the ground to the left, Meade. Over to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, Joey Weimer. High fly ball down the left field line. Going back on this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Nasim Nunez. Here's a 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Catcher has it, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Up next,
and now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Catcher, Keibert
all tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. comes up empty. That's strike 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side here in the 4th.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
Nationals.
and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Brad Lord.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Go ahead run on base. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers.
That's ball 2.
To the right side. And it's just foul. That was close. Good take by Torres.
That's a really good take.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Well, we've seen this recipe cook up a big inning plenty of times. 2 runners on, nobody out, and they're in the heart of their order. It's just a great opportunity to put up a crooked number.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped.
In the air of the infield, and the infield fly is called. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kerry Carpenter. And that one a little below the knees, and a count 2-1. Could be extra bases. One runs in. Another comes in to score, and they lead by 2.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher.
Loud calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. All loaded up. Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. Now all even up. And that's downstairs and outside.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. Swing, and he popped it up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Back in Washington, D.C., we head to the bottom of the 5th. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals.
You know, these Nationals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And the batter now, Luis Garcia. Here comes a 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Jorby Bebos digging in for the Nationals. 1-2 now. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Left fielder.
Back to the top of the order now.
32.
Here's a big power threat. John Jones. In the air, right field. That is the inning. Back here in Nationals Park, top 6, Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder Winslow Perez.
Now here is Wenzel Perez.
Nope, that's a ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Out number 2. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. 2 down, nobody on. Here on opening day. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball, that's out.
3-2 on the way. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Back in Washington, D.C., well, we go bottom 6. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. And a big swing and a miss.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Nationals, third baseman Curtis Mead.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Check swing, but he went too far. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Nationals, center fielder Joey Weaver.
2 down, nobody on. Oh, that hit him. Gets it there in time, though, and they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play.
Leading off for the Tigers, left fielder Riley Green.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
Now pitching for the
Pitching change
Nationals,
here, Andre
number
Granillo.
79.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter Terry Carpenter.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, shortstop, number 4.
Two down, nobody on. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. Catcher challenge, will take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Got him. That's the third out. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
1-1 now. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And a 1-2. Popped up. And there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, catcher Gabriel Ruiz.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. The 2-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Up next for the Nationals, designated hitter, C.J. Abrams.
The 1-1. Grounded to third, could be 2. Over to Torres. Double play.
He's out.
They can't seem to break through. Inning over.
Leading off for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Inside. Ball 3. And they'll do it again. Payoff pitch. (3-2). Broken bat, roller to first. The underhand flip, nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, center fielder Kevin McGonigal.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
And that drops in for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on the way. Now one
Inside
missed.
ball.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And that's outside ball four.
Up
Very
next for
close off the
Tigers,
outside
catcher,
corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Ruiz can't squeeze it. Gets away. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there. And now a man into scoring position. Swang and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. McGonigal around third. In comes the run from second.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Man at second.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Cole Henry on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man on second, two down. And a strike to Glaber.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Leading off for the Nationals, first baseman Luis Garcia.
The 1-1.
Ball two.
That one lifted to left. Green on his way over. And there's one down.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Jorbit Vivas.
The Nats down by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside. 3 balls and a strike. Three-one, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Nationals.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Grant Herter.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Vivas, the runner at first with 2 gone.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Torres fires over to first. 3rd out.
Tigers, left fielder Riley Green.
Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one is hammered right field. That's going back. Back some more. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Oh, what a stop. Fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, the designated hitter, Terry Carpenter.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground, right side. Slinging it to first in time.
Now pitching for the
New pitcher on here, Andrew Alvarez.
54,
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next
Ball
offering
three.
misses. Ball 3.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 down, nobody on. Out to short. Not in time.
good.
Great effort, but it's an
Up
infield
next
hit.
for the Tigers, first baseman Spencer Torkelson.
And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Leading off for Washington, third baseman Curtis Mead.
That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Now a relay to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Up next
All over
for
that
the
one right there.
Nationals,
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Man at second. Oh, look at the stop. To first. It's there, and that's a great play. So it's effectively a sacrifice bunt. The ground out to the right side moves the runner from second to third.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily intend to sacrifice an out like that, but still good situational hitting. They need to find a way to bring him in.
That's a ball.
Laser to the gap should score the run. Aimed to score from third. It's 5-1. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
There's a strike. Makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for the Nationals, designated hitter C.J. Abrams.
Here, bottom 9, and the home team trying to rally to at least tie it up. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that'll do it. The Tigers take the season opener and move to 1-0.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. It makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.